Hi folks, and welcome back to another race vlog. We missed out on last month. Well, we didn't miss it out. I just fancied a wee break from doing any filming. um, so I just filmed the two races and stuck both of them up on YouTube. So I might do that this time as well. Well, do the vlog and put up the two races separately. I think people enjoy watching the full race as well if it's there. But a wee recap on last month, whenever we were out racing in July. It was a 2-day event, and went up on the Friday, went out and done qualifying. Before I went out to do qualifying, my front right tyre was a bit questionable, and I just didn't have time to change it. So whenever I went out and qualified, it sort of just wasn't on the pace due to that tyre, and it was starting to delaminate. So came in, got that changed on the Friday evening, and then done the two races on Saturday. I think I came 7th in both races. Two enjoyable races, but came away from it sort of just thinking that I had to do something about this tyre wear problem. Don't know if you would remember in May, I had an issue where my front left had delaminated and now it was the front right. So there just wasn't something right with my front wheels and the alignment and everything, so I sort of had to do something about it. So I ended up getting the Powerflex camber kit. I'll put some details up of it here now, but it comes with two components for the left side and two components for the right side, and it gives you a bit of camber out at the bottom of the wheel. So got that done, and then I got the track rod ends changed, and I got her fully tracked and realigned and all that then. So it should be, in theory, it should be sort of set up a lot better now than it has been previously. What else have we done? We've changed the oil filter. Need to get a new tyre in my front left because that also started to sort of delaminate on the outside edge. Haven't got that yet. I'm going to get that from Bullet Air whenever I arrive at the track this morning. That'll be one of my first things I'll do. I'll try and film that as well, getting the wheel off, taking it down to Bull and getting the new tyre off. What else have we got to do? I've got an AIM Solo 2 lap timer. So need to get that mounted somewhere. I think I'm going to try and mount it on the steering wheel, or I might mount it somewhere where I can see it. I don't know, we'll see. Whenever I get out of the box and I get up here, I'll see where's the best place to put it. But there's a lot of firsts. You know, today we're going to be running with a camber kit for the first time. My wheels, the car's been tracked and realigned for the first time, and we're running with a lap timer. So hopefully all those things can get me a wee bit quicker, get me up the grid a wee bit more, and we have a good, enjoyable day. This is the first time this year that I've actually drove up on the morning of the races. Every other time I've went up on the Friday, and one occasion I went up on the Thursday. So I have a nice clear head, no drink the night before, and I actually left about an hour ago. Left Derry at about 5:30, and I'm just on just came from the A6 to the M2. So the old motorway. So I'm on the old original motorway now, just heading towards Belfast. And probably another hour should do it to get me there. And I'm going to be busy just getting this wheel done. And we've a jam-packed schedule today. There's racing right through up to 6:10. Our second race is at 6:10. I won't be home tonight till about 10 o'clock. But anyway, I'm going to crack on, and this was just my wee intro. It was a wee bit dark sort of whenever I started driving an hour ago, and I just sort of waited to get a wee bit brighter so that I could do my intro and stuff. But that's all the crack. I'll batter on, and I'll catch up with you whenever we get to Kirkistown.
Right. Okay, right, we've landed at the track, and I'm just going to get the car unloaded here. This is the tyre I was on about, if you can see it. Right here. I don't know if you can pick it up in the camera, but it's just gouging out. So that must have been to do with the car not being tracked and realigned properly, and no camera kit. So that's the one we have to get changed. Right, I'll have to angle down a bit. Right, what have we got? Timer and the bracket from there so they don't blow away. So here is an option that's going to have to come out. So we have here as an option, and then I'll sit there like that, or what are my other options? In here, can they see it? Here. Probably should have done this yesterday. There. Right, I have this lap timer mounted now. I've decided to mount it over here rather than on the wheel, because it would mean taking the wheel off and countersinking the hole in the bracket and all that. So I just decided not to do it. But from where I'm sitting up here, from my line of sight, I can see it. So it should do the job. So hopefully that helps me with knowing my lap times and knowing if I'm up or down, and knowing when they push and not they push. Right, I need to start thinking about my front left tyre now. I need to get that off, get in with the ball, get it changed, and then get the car up for putting in. wee bit of an update just as I'm going through scrutiny here. I got the tyre done. I think I filmed taking it off, and then I left it down the bill to get changed, and then we were called for the driver briefing, so I had to sort of go ahead for that. But just going to get the car through scrutiny here now, and then I think I need to put in a wee bit of fuel in, set my cameras up. I think that's basically it. Just get dressed and then go out to qualify.
Okay, we are in the assembly area, just about to head out to qualifying here. And we've our cockpit cam, I'll call it. Cockpit cam set up. March was the last time I had this going. I thought it was a good wee feature for the video, so might as well do it again. Right, those two are on. Do you ever just feel like you're forgetting something? Going to turn my lap timer on, see how it goes for the first time. And right, gloves. Tons out of my fags to measure. Right, so as I was saying earlier in the video, there's a lot of firsts that I'm doing here today. The camera kit being one of them. Car being realigned for the first time, and then running a lap timer. So hopefully all these things will help me be a bit quicker. But saying that, there's a lot of quick guys here today. So I might be quicker, but I might actually be a bit further down the grid again. Right, off we go. So who have we got around me? We've we have to show the wristband here. So who have we got around me? We've Paul Stewart at the front, Mark Stewart, then myself, Peter Bennett, and then I think Jack Conaghy behind him. So 2 quick guys in front of me, 2 quick guys behind me. We'll see if we can keep up. And there's new barriers at the chicane here. We're going to see them now when we go around. But oversteer there. So those are the new barriers. And I just hear that squeak again. I thought I had that squeak sorted. Right, so this is sort of the first lap that I'm going to try and push and put some sort of lap time in. lap times, we're looking at a 13, or sorry, a 1:15.2 seems to be my best so far. I pulled on there to let Peter pass to see if I could get some toe off him, but the flag came out. Right, I don't know what they make of the whole setup, the camber and the camber kit and the realignment. I don't know, and then maybe I'm focusing too much on the lap timer. So my best going by the timer was a 1:15.04, but going by previous race meetings, my best was a 14.6. So I thought I was coming here to, well, maybe I do have the best package from all my races that I've done. Well, I should be sitting here today with the best package, but maybe I just haven't put it together, or maybe there's just something not right, or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the driver. But we'll go back and we'll see where we line up, and we'll get things geared up for the first race of the day, which is probably another 3 hours away at 2:30. Glasses are all steamed up. So I don't know what to make of that. I sort of thought it was just going to be magical to drive, but maybe it's just getting used to it. Maybe it's the tire pressures, who knows. Who knows what it is. Whew, she's hot. Right. Right, I'll leave it there for now. Well, now before I go anywhere, I'll check where I'll line up. Might as well do that before I go anywhere. My laps, speed time, I should say. Lifetime and handicappers. 9th out of 15, with a 15.0. Ooh, Ryan Hogg with a 14.8. Very good, Ryan. Mark and Paul, 5th and 6th. Cian, first with a 13.6. Peter with a 14.3. Right. We'll see how we get on from there. I'll maybe catch up. I'll probably change my brake pads at some point because they're near done, so might catch up with you when I'm doing that.
car lost power there. Fourth gear, well, second gear coming out of the hairpin, and then coming up the pit straight. Just wasn't revving out as it should, so there's some sort of issue. So I'll have to just check it out now and see what it is. A wee bit of an update and debrief after race 1. So I came in because I just didn't want to do any damage to the car. I didn't sort of know what it was. And with me not being very mechanically minded, I've had a few other lads look at it for me, and they seem to think it is the clutch release bearing. So nothing I can do here at the track to fix it. So I'm just going to head out for the second race and see if it holds up. They were saying that maybe sometimes it can heat up and then not release the clutch, and it might have cooled down now. So I'll go out for the second one and see how I get on. I might end up finishing the race, or I might not. I might just have to come in. But yeah, that's the crack. I'll head out and see how we get on. Right, it is the next day. Race 2 yesterday, I forgot to actually turn my camera on, so I didn't even get any footage of it. But it wouldn't have been too exciting anyway, because it didn't even last one lap. The gearbox decided to blow up, and the actual gearbox housing has cracked. So whenever I went in after race 1 yesterday, some of the lads had a look at my car and had listened to it, and they reckoned that it was the clutch release bearing. So my thinking is that the bits of the clutch release bearing had blew up or whatever, and then just made a hole in the gearbox. So if I look down in here, where are we? Down in there somewhere, there's a nice crack just there where the torch is on now. So there's a nice crack there, and all of the gearbox oil had completely out the back, so the back of this car is covered in oil. And I let the car sit for half an hour or so yesterday before loading it onto the trailer. But there's still a bit of oil on the trailer, so I need to take that and get it cleaned here now today. Because I did have a end of this trailer from MTech brakes, so I need to get that cleaned before I take it back to them. So that's the score. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the next race meeting or not. I think you can get gearboxes for 150 quid. So I'll look into that. I think the next race is 5 weeks away, so we'll see what we can do. I may be out for it, or I may not. The car's going to sit here now at my mother's house for now. I'm going to go ahead and get this trailer cleaned and get it returned. We're about 4 weeks on now from that last clip that you just watched, and I've been editing this video over the past couple of weeks, and I sort of just didn't want to leave it on that last bit. So I've wanted to film a wee bit. I was going to do it at home, and then I was up at my mother's house today, so I thought I'll start the money, let it tick over for a while to warm up, and do my wee outro inside the car. So I haven't got a gearbox, I haven't found a gearbox yet, and I haven't really been looking that hard, to be honest, either. I've sort of just read off the rest of the season. There's only 2 race meetings left, so I'll unfortunately miss those, and I'll work towards next year. So that's sort of the end of my racing season, but I'm going to try and get to those 2 last race meetings next week, and then one in October, and take the focus off me and my racing, and maybe do some videos on the other racers in the mini class and other race series as well, and do some interviews with people, and hopefully that'll be some people like to see and will watch. But that's me signing out for my racing for the rest of the year, and I'd just like to thank my sponsors, Friendly Financial, MTech Brakes, Parcel Collection Depot and Roller Door Services for their help this year. It's been fantastic and greatly appreciated, so thank you. So with that being said, I'd like to thank anybody who has supported me, anybody who's liked my videos or commented or shared them, and anybody who has helped me at the track, whether it be bleeding brakes or changing tyres or just giving me advice on anything. It's great to have people there that can support you and help you out and give you some advice whenever it's needed, because I've said a few times I'm not that mechanically minded, and I don't always know what it is that's wrong with the car. So thanks to anybody who has helped me, and who has come to spectate as well. There's a few times people have come from home this year as well to watch me racing, and give me some support, so thanks very much. And to Alex, of course, Alex Luke, who came over in May, who flew over from Wales to take photographs of us. So thanks to Alex and everybody else. So I'll sign out here now. Thanks very much, and take care.